and welcome back to some 7-on-7 action happening here at the Woodland High School. And just as promised, it's Clairton versus Johnstown. Right now, you're looking at Clairton at the 5-yard line, looking like they got this, and that they do with a touchdown. They're tying up the game 6-6. That's right, you heard it right. Johnstown got a touchdown numerically by number 4 of Johnstown. So right now, the game is 6-6. And Clairton's going for that additional 1 point. And just like what we saw with Clairton and Johnstown, when Johnstown was going for that 1-point conversion, the defense stepped it up and put away the possibility of that 1-point conversion from happening. So the game remains at a tie, 6-6. And as always, thank you for joining us here on Roxamore Sports Live. Johnstown right now is taking the offensive position at the 40-yard line. We've seen what they had in the past. We've seen them in previous games. This year, they mean business. They had a little bit of a rough time last year, but this time, well, as they say, it's a new dawn, new day. And Johnstown has just been looking fabulous here in this throughout the 7-on-7. That pass is good to number 19, caught at the 35-yard line. But yeah, Johnstown is looking spiffy. You gotta love it. And Clairton, just the same. Clairton played a plum before this game, and they won that 22. Actually, I lied to. I'm thinking of a previous game after that. Before that, Clairton won that game 14-7 against Plum. Right now, Johnstown is on the attack. Unfortunately, that pass was a little bit too low there, just off the shins. Not entirely sure if that was intentional or unintentional. It could have been a good pass, though. Had it connected. But nonetheless, Johnstown is still at the 35-yard line. And again, you're watching some 7-on-7 action happening here at the Woodland High School in Turtle Creek, Pennsylvania. The 210 Speed and Agility, brought to you by Coach D. Brown. Right now, Johnstown on the attack, and an interception. That's 3 points to Clairton right off the bat. Got at the 25-yard line. Nicely done. You gotta love it, man. That puts Clairton in the lead here. 9-6. As interceptions are worth 3 points this year. So Clairton is back to the 40-yard line for the offensive play. And close game. And as I say, as a commentator, I love to see it. All right, here we go. Shooting from the 45-yard line and caught by number 1 at the 5-yard line. What a pass, what a pass. That is a 40-yard pass. Nicely done with a touchdown to boot. The score is now 15-6 with Clairton in the lead. And Clairton gunning for 1 additional point at the 5-yard line. Good arm on that quarterback. We've seen him in the past. Just absolutely somebody you want to have on the roster here. And a good pass into the end zone. Gets him that additional 1 point, 16-6. And caught by number 7 of Clairton. Doing some basic math, that's a 10-point game. And now it's looking a little bit darker outside. So far, the weather's been holding off quite well. They promised us rain and thunder by the time 5 o'clock rolled around. But so far, here in West Pennsylvania, Turtle Creek, namely, it's been pretty fair. Humidity aside, but been pretty fair nonetheless. Johnstown back on the attack. One quarterback reading the field and sending it. Oh, off to number 4. And the pass is complete. Caught by number 4 at the 15-yard line. The progression is looking great here by Johnstown. Just what the doctor ordered. What they cannot afford right now is another interception happening. They just need to get a touchdown, get that conversion afterwards, and that can put them back in an ideal position on the board here. Unfortunately, the quarterback bled the clock a bit, trying to read the field and find a good, safe position to send that ball. But, again, unfortunately, he bled the clock. He had 4 seconds to make a pass in the 7-on-7, and that 4 seconds has passed. But Johnstown is back at the 11th yard line for the attack. And Clairton's defense, and so far, holding firm. Reading these plays quite well. That pass is off to number 2 and caught at the 15-yard line. Actually, the 14th-yard line, as that is where the line of scrimmage has been set. Clouds look a little bit darker. Potential for it to rain here. But so far, so good. Let's see what we got. Again, Johnstown, tremendous improvement overall throughout the 7-on-7. And unfortunately, that pass is incomplete. So that's going to send Clairton back to the 40-yard line for the attack. Clairton right now has been having a great day here today. As mentioned, they played against Plum and won that game 14-7. Plum did have a bit of a lead for a minute or two. But, it was 7-6 with Plum in the lead by 1 as they got that 1-point conversion after the 3rd touchdown. And then Clairton managed to get a interception with 3 points and then a touchdown after that. Well, actually a lot. No, I'm thinking of 2 different games. Okay, so what happened was they got a touchdown. Clairton got a touchdown after that, and then they got that 2-point conversion. Okay. The math wasn't adding up for me. I had to remember it. Nicely done. Caught by number 7 at the 10-yard line. A shot from the 40-yard line. All right, but so far, so good here. Looking good, looking good. And Clairton at the 15-yard line, bringing in the pain. Quarterback from the 20-yard line, shoots it to the end zone, and almost out of connection there. Unfortunately, the receiver had a connection with that fence out of bounds as that ball made no connection. I was trying to find another word in my thesaurus other than the word connection, but hey, deal with it. All right, Clairton at the 15-yard line. Let's see what we got. All right, quarterback has the ball after the snapback. He's shooting for the right. And it's past the number 7 at the 5-yard line, which proves to be fruitful as that connection has been made. And check it out, Clairton now at the 5-yard line. If you're watching for Clairton, you gotta love it. And if you're watching for Johnstown, gotta hate it. Let's see what we have. Quarterback reading the field. He's looking to the center, and unfortunately for Clairton, that pass is incomplete. He's shot right through the defense and offense, and off to the other side. And now it's Johnstown back to the 40-yard line for the offensive play. Quick huddle discussion. We got to plan things. And so far, Johnstown has been, again, a pretty powerful team here. Great chemistry on the field here. Good connections overall. The quarterback has great arm, great eye on the plays. And just like that, caught by number 4 at the 33rd yard line. The progression is looking good here by Johnstown. Let's see what we have going forward. Again, the quarterback, amazing athlete here. Definitely a sight to see for the scouters watching. And caught by number 2. Ball is been moved down to the 26-yard line. Let's see what we have. Johnstown on the attack. Putting the hand on the scale here. Let's see if they can keep this pressure going on. And what do we have? Unfortunately, that ball goes to no one. Not an interception and not a reception. Hey, definitely good reading there, though, by the receiver as well as the defense from Clairton. And check it out. Can you believe it? Just like that, Clairton is back at the 40-yard line for the offensive play. All right, looking good, looking good. Oh, come on. All right. He shot a little bit beyond the 40-yard line, and let's say the 44th yard line, down to the 5th-yard line. Unfortunately, that pass was incomplete. But, hey, that was a great game. And just like that, it's over with Clairton winning that game. 16-6. Nicely done, Johnstown. Nicely done, Clairton. Love to see more action from the U2 in the future. Not just for the official season, but here for the 7-on-7. And again, we'll be back with more 7-on-7 action, of course, here tonight. Although that cloud is looking pretty ominous, it looks like it might be raining any few seconds from now. And if that's the case, we might have to close up shop here. Can't get this equipment wet even though we're inside. We still got to take it back to the van. So we might be missing the next broadcast. Hopefully not, though. But nonetheless, we do have more 7-on-7 action happening this month, all the way up until the championship happening here at the Woodland Wolvarena. But you can tune in with us at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on Roxamore Sports Live. And, of course, that goes all the way till usually 7:30, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or you could catch it live if you happen to be in the area. Come on down to the Woodland Wolvarena in Turtle Creek, Pennsylvania. Either way, we'll love to have you. Your viewership is a form of encouragement to these talented athletes. And we have another game coming up. Let me let you guys know what is lined up in terms of action. So my schedule says it's going to be South Allegheny versus Ringgold. But right now I'm seeing Johnstown back on the field here. So maybe Johnstown? I mean, the schedule's been switching up here, back and forth. So it might be Johnstown going against potentially Minnesota. I'm not too sure about that. Anyway, stay tuned with us here in Roxamore Sports Live. See the next live game pop up with the actual schools that will be competing against each other here shortly. I'm Maximilian Keeper, your commentator for today. And we'll be right back after these messages.